ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick,
The most anticipated figure from this wave. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends Avengers Endgame movies Hulk Build-A-Figure Waves Loki. If you're trying to pick this up, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Nice looking text right over here on the packaging. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, on the side you can see a nice image of Loki from the comics, and then there's Loki again on the back. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. And then there's the other figures from the wave, and then we get Loki again on this side. Then we get this cool Loki logo on the very top spot, varnished in blue. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's our classic Loki figure out of the packaging, looking pretty solid. I've been wanting a classic Loki for quite some time, and it is convenient that we're getting this figure at the same time that we're getting a lot of these 80 years figures from Marvel Legends, you know. I can't wait to get this guy paired up with the Thor figure, which is already popping up in Canada. But anyway, let's get a closer look at his one accessory, and then we'll take a closer look at Loki. So Loki comes with a Build-A-Figure piece, and he comes with a sword, which I'm very happy about, because the last Loki figure that we'd gotten from Hasbro did not have a sword, and this one does, so I'm very pleased with that. Nice silver paint right here, and I do like this yellow goldish plastic, you know, very vibrant yellow. Then they have the green added right over here, a little bit of a smudge right over there with the green paint, you know, but not too bad. So I do like some things about the head of this figure, but then there's also things that just really bother me a lot. Like, first off, this figure came out cockeyed. I mean, neither of these eyes are really looking straight on, so that's frustrating. I just find that very hard to work with. I do like the green paint for the eyes though, and I like the flesh tone, and then the mouth looks a little bit weird. I don't know, it just looks a little fuzzy right here with the white paint, where, I don't know, almost looks like he has braces on or something, right? Doesn't it look like it's just a little off? Am I tripping? But no, I think it looks a little bit weird right there. But again, I like the flesh tone, some wrinkles sculpted in that face, and then we get a nice looking ponytail. I do like the sculpt of the ponytail and the paint that they added right over here, so we get a bit of a wash over the blonde color, so that's cool. I just hate how that it's sculpted facing only one direction. Wish we had some articulation right here, just so we can get the ponytail pointing downward. It would look a little bit better like this if this was the stagnant pose that it was in, but nope, it's off to the side, so it always kind of throws me off, you know. It just looks weird like that, so that bothers me. The horns look really cool, and we get this bright, vibrant gold plastic right here coming throughout, and I like it. You know, it doesn't look too bad. At first I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but now that I have it in hand, I do like it. This separate piece right here, I wish there was a way to get this to sink in a little better. It's not totally flush with the contours of the chest right there, or the back, depending on how you want to look at it, so it's either flush like this or it's flush like that. It's never like really quite perfect. Maybe if I heat this up, it may sink in there a little better. The head's just a little bit loose and kind of weird, and you could hear pieces rattling because I did pop the head off, and I wanted to see how the head sculpt of the previous Loki would look on this body mold, and it doesn't look awful. It just doesn't fit onto that peg, so it's just really tricky. It's super loose, and yeah, you would have to do some customizing to make that work. But looking at this head sculpt again, it works well with this body mold, and I do like that we get the nice scales with the deco right here. That looks pretty cool. You know, I like it. The paint goes pretty far up in there and pretty far back in there. Of course, you got it all the way through the back. And I really like how they're adding a lot more green paint to the limbs and everything, so I think that's pretty neat. It looks good over this gold plastic, so I like that. I think that's pretty cool. Then he has open hands, so he could hold the sword in either hand right over here. We're seeing this body mold that we've seen many times before, the Grim Reaper mold. Then you get the scaly Aquaman shorts right there, Aquaman looking butt, and then you get the legs again. A little slight difference between the plastic and the paint over this gold plastic right here, but it doesn't look too bad. I like it. And then here's looking at the feet, and he still has peg holes. Oh, and I see a little bit of that swirling, marbling thing going on in the boots here, so I kind of wish that they added a little layer of yellow paint or something. That does irk me some. So this is the same body mold that they used for Rock Python, which I reviewed earlier today, so I'm going to double time this articulation segment. You can move the head up this far, and you can get the head to look down that far. It's pretty loose since I broke it. It shifts forward and back a little. You get side-to-side motion, and some good head pivoting. Shoulders move outward that far, and you can move them down and rotate a full 360. You get a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, the wrist turns side to side, and they hinge up and down. You get an ab crunch forward and an ab crunch back, waist swivel. You can move the belt around if you'd like. You get hips that move outward that far, and he can kick very high up, not back, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, boot rotation, ankles move down, they move up, and he has that beautiful
ankle pivot.
Now to measure out this Loki figure, you can see that he is standing just a little over 7 inches tall. Loki's playing tricks again. Okay, so for your Loki comparison, we have the Toy Biz Loki, and then we have our previous Hasbro Loki from one of the Thor waves. And I gotta say, I do like this newer figure, but out of the 3 of these, I like this design right here the most. Again, I did a head swap with these two, but yeah, I just wish this one had a lot more articulation. I do like a little bit more rugged of a design with my Loki figures. There's just something a little bit too clean about this one, but it does have that original Loki look too, so I'm not hating it. Then to compare the comic book Loki next to our MCU Loki, we have the Thor Ragnarok Loki figure missing his little crown. I don't know where I put it, but anyway, Tom Hiddleston as Loki is just perfect. And then to compare this Loki to what I think would be the most suiting Thor figure to go with this figure, we have the Giant Man Build-A-Figure Walmart exclusive Thor. Thank you, Boognice10. And he's a little bit short, right? He's a little shorter than Loki over here, so they don't fit together perfectly, but I can't wait to get that 80 years Thor. I'd love to see that figure next to this Loki. And then for another Asgardian comparison, I wanted to compare this Loki figure next to Enchantress, and these two look cool side by side. I like it. Then here's Loki next to the Toy Biz Galactus Build-A-Figure Waves Hulk figure, and I love this Hulk figure even to this day, man. This is a great Hulk figure, but yeah, this is how Hulk looked mostly in that first Avengers comic book, and this is how Loki looked in that comic as well, so I had to show these two side by side. As we all know, Loki was manipulating Hulk. Then here's Loki next to the other figures from this wave that I've already reviewed. We have Rescue, Shuri, Rock, Python, and Union Jack. And then here's Loki next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. God of mischief, huh? What are you gonna do, huh? Make my web shooters shoot bubbles instead of webbing? Get out of here. Whoa. Hey, cool! I'm not a letdown anymore! Aww. Oh, whoa, sweet! I'm not a letdown anymore! Oh, dang it. Oh, awesome! I'm not a letdown! Sweet! Oh, jeez, where does... Ow! Not a bad Loki figure, right? I gotta say, it does look pretty cool, even though I wish there was just more to it, and I can't even pinpoint exactly what I want from this figure that I'm not getting. Again, it just looks a little too clean for me, but at the same time, I do like this figure a lot, and I'm probably gonna have this on display. This is probably gonna be my #1 Loki figure on display, or the main Loki figure I have in my collection, so I do like it. It's just that there's some things here and there that I wish were done differently, especially with the head sculpt, with the ponytail, and, you know, the eyes, yeah, so that stuff bugs me a little bit, but really, it's not a bad figure, man. So at the price point of around 20 to 25 bucks, I'm giving him a Sun rating of...
It's not too bad.
That's really not bad. You know, I'm really happy that we get the sword. I'm happy to have a classic Loki to go with my classic Thor that's coming out for the 80 years line. So, yeah, man, pretty cool figure. I recommend picking it up. It's good to have a good classic Loki in the collection. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you liked it. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. Hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and big thanks to all these people over here that support this YouTube channel over on Patreon. Your support's very much appreciated. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, be sure to check out marvelousnews.com, and do not forget to follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust. Links to everything I talked about in the description below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.